I already wanted to go to the United States to play, to go to continue high school because I think it was the only place where I could go to school and play basketball at the same time. I had an opportunity to go to France, but just to play basketball, and my dad, didn't really like it because he really wanted me to finish my school. So the United States was the best place where I could go and do both. So when I came back, one of my dad's friend already, I had been talking to him about coming to the United States, and he knew my high school coach. And when I came back, he sent me the I-20. Probably the same week I got back, I got it, and I went to the embassy, got my visa so quick. I mean, my parents weren't, my dad wasn't even there. He was like, because he was, asking me what I was supposed to do because it was in September and school had already started. He was like, "Are you going to school or what are you doing? What's your deal?" I was like, I gotta wait for my, papers to come from the United States or whatever. So when I got it, I went to the embassy with my mom and got the visa, and then next thing I knew, I called my dad. I was like, "Well, I'm leaving." It's like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm going to the United States." And he was like, "Okay." I mean, he kind of like couldn't do anything anymore because he wasn't there. And we kind of talked over the phone a little bit, and I had his friend call him and explain to him the situation, how it was going to be and everything. So he knew it was going to be a good situation for me, especially because I was going to school and playing basketball at the same time. So that's how I left the country and I went to Moute Academy. The media is so crazy because what we see on TV about the United States is New York, Miami, it's all nice. Like, so in my mind, I was like, this is gonna be paradise. It's like, this is it. You see nice cars, nice everything. But when I went to Orlando, I went to Moute Academy. It was kind of like 30 minutes out, of Orlando. So we landed in Orlando. I'm like, okay, cool. It's a little different. And then we drive to like country roads. I'm like, oh, is this the United States really? Like, because I'm not used to, that's not what I saw on TV. And then you drive like 30 minutes out, and then you get to this little small campus or whatever. It's a beautiful campus, but it's kind of like in the middle of nowhere. And I'm like, that's not what I envisioned in my mind. I thought I was gonna be in a big city, like, nice, everything, because that's what you see on TV about America. They just portray it like it's paradise. But it was a little different, But the good thing is, Moute Academy was a good school. There was a lot of other international students, and they deal a lot with international students. They helped me get accustomed to the language, the culture, and everything else. And slowly, I started realizing that what I saw on TV all the time, the movies and stuff, wasn't really what it is. So, but it was good. I had a good time. The only thing that really was a little frustrating at times was the language, and not knowing the language and the culture and everything. So, sometimes people will say jokes, and I would just be like, everybody's laughing. I'm like, oh, it's time to laugh, so I laugh or whatever. So, other than that, it was good. It took me probably about 6 months to get used to being here. The language and being used to people speaking English around me. Because at first it felt weird. Like to hear English, it's like it was different. And being here, the culture and everything else, the way people interacted with each other and everything was a little different. But it took me about 6 months to get used to all that. But basketball-wise, it took me a little longer because, in Cameroon the style is very European. It's very slow, a lot of sets and motions and stuff like that. But when I came here, it was really fast. Guys would just get the ball and go. I was like, oh, this is nice because that's what the style we see on TV. That's how the NBA. We thought the NBA was. So. But it takes you a little while to get used to it. It took me about a year to get used to the whole style, high school basketball and everything. And then after that, the next year, after I've been to it already for a year, it was, it was better for me. Obviously, I had a better year and got a scholarship to UCLA and all that.